What's going on, crew? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Trailer Talk. What's going on, Steph? How you doing?
Hello, people. A little cold. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a little crazy these past couple of days. So
You
cold.
chilly?
Yeah, I'm wearing the fluffiest, warmest coat you could ever think of.
Oh shit! I thought it was supposed to be nice and warm where you at. What's going on? Winter time?
Crazy weather.
Yeah, I know how that goes. I'm good. I'm good. You know, the weather is always crazy over here as well. You know, in Colorado, the saying is, wait 5 minutes and the weather will change. Like, literally. It's that bad.
Yeah, carry a jacket on in your car.
Absolutely. Like, you can't, there's no way. Even in the summer, Steph. In May, it has snowed here. Like, we have seen snowfall many a Mays, some Junes, some Julys. Like, I'm not even playing with you.
You never know.
Hey, we got Christian here. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, we're back up. We're back up. What up, Zach Goller? What's up, man? Welcome in. JHC3 is here as well. Hello, hello. Now, Zach's already cracking jokes about Eddie Murphy, has me all delirious. Oh, man, yes. Another great Eddie Murphy movie. I am honestly really excited for Coming to America, which is the second installment for Coming to America, which came out in the late 80s. Have you seen the first one, Steph? So, weird fact. The first one is a hard rated R. I mean, with MFs and cuss words and F you, F this, all over the movie. And then this one is PG-13. Like, why would we do that, man? Like, come on now. That goes against the movie in its entirety, like the first one. What the heck?
They maybe want a larger audience for it, but it doesn't make sense because you have to watch the first one, right?
Exactly. It's like, all right, if you want to get the teenage audience and the younger audience, that's fine, but at the same time, it's like, all right, well, they're going to have to go back and watch the rated R original. Like, what in the world? But
Do you like the first one?
Oh my god, it's like a family movie. To be honest, I can. There's like a whole commercial about Jerry Curl solution called Soul Glow, and I'm not gonna bust your eardrum by trying to sing that, but it's got like this legendary like song. It's just legendary. It's a phenomenal commercial. I will definitely absolutely show you after this because I don't know if it'll rip us down if I play it here, but it is a fantastic movie. Like, probably one of my like guilty pleasure favorites, and I don't even know why I'm saying it's a guilty pleasure. It's just a good movie, like all around fantastic.
That sounds fun. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, it's Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, and they're two guys. One of them is a prince of a fictional African nation. Kind of sounds like Wakanda, doesn't it? But Eddie Murphy's character goes over to America to try to find a wife. And so Arsenio Hall's character is kind of like his assistant, and they go over to America and they start discovering all these things that they, being from royalty, have no idea what to do. Like, they get a job at McDonald's, and like Hakeem, he's like trying to mop the floor with a bucket, and so he doesn't even take the mop out of the bucket. He's just like rocking the bucket back and forth like, I know how to mop. It's so good. Oh man, it's fantastic. But shoot, what should we do first? I'll ask you. Do you want to do should we end with WandaVision, do the trailers first, then get to WandaVision, or should we start with WandaVision?
End with WandaVision?
Yeah, I think that's a good
about
idea.
this film, so maybe, a little context before I watch the trailer that I haven't seen.
Yeah. So we'll check out Coming to America, then Justice Society World War II, which, it is the second installment in the DC animated new films. Now, they just reset their entire universe because they were doing I want to say the last one, and y'all can correct me, was like following New 52 in the DC Comics, and then this one is following Rebirth, if I'm not mistaken, but it could be entirely its own thing, but the animation is kind of weird. The fact that Wanda is messing around with Vision's corpse is eerie. Yes, Apex, welcome. Definitely creepy.
Ooh, that scene though.
Oh my god.
It
What?
got me off guard. I was like, what's going on?
Right? I mean, seriously, that court, like, how could you see that coming watching this at 1 o'clock in the morning? He's really capable of some raw emotion. Man, is I just down here dropping all these Eddie Murphy comedy specials? Such great stand up as well. KJ, what's going on? WandaVision. And hello from New Mexico. Hello. All right, guys, we're going to check out our first trailer here, Coming to America, which is the second installment of Coming to America. Weird how that works. It's like the first one is like Coming to America, and this one is like Coming number 2 America.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like the sequel has the 2, the original has the actual word TO. So it's can get a little confusing when you're talking about it. All right, let's check it out.
Is the original cast back?
Whole original cast, which there are some legendary names in here. James Earl Jones was Hakeem's father, the king of Zamunda. Oh man, it's great. It's great. So let's check out this trailer.
Hey, what you doing back there?
So those guys are from the original.
Just discovered that I may have a son here in this land.
How much child support she getting from?
The king pays no child support.
No child support for 30 years and you came back? You was a dummy.
Hello, I am Hakeem Jaffer, king of Zamunda. You are the heir to the throne.
What?
Yes, my son.
He's supposed to be like the prince of Wakanda.
Wakanda is a fictional place.
Yes.
I love her.
Zamunda is a very real nation.
I don't need no handout.
Wait a minute.
All right, I'm gonna pack. Okay,
Presenting King Akeem's son from America
And my mom's.
and his mom's.
Children, this is your brother.
Hey, Quine. I'm sorry I slept with your man.
This happened before we even met.
It's not like you're the first man I've ever been with.
What did you just say about the other
Yes.
America now is coming to me.
I always thought that Mika was going to be queen.
A woman isn't allowed to rule Zamunda. It's the law.
Did it ever occur to you that Mika wanted to be your heir?
Would you dare banish me from my own bedroom?
How you doing, Akeem?
I'm getting it from everywhere. I have
Oh
upset
shit,
my
Mr.
family.
McDowell?
You must be strong.
And General Izzy would love nothing more than to take over Zamunda.
Raise it higher.
Oh shit. Oh shit, Wesley Snipes, awesome.
Put your hands together.
I like that. I must admit,
They literally got every character back. Holy shit.
That's right. There you go. Let me hear you say, hey, ho.
Hey ho!
No, don't do that. That's his mother.
Oh, don't you say that.
No, not to his mother.
Almost ready to become a prince.
Almost. It is time.
Ceremonial circumcision.
Bring forward the royal machete. Machete?
They're gonna sharpen your tool, nephew.
Coming to America now is coming to me.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that.
That looks like so much fun.
So just about everybody you saw, the sons new, the daughters are new, Tracy Morgan's new, and so is Wesley Snipes. But just about every single other character you saw in there was from the first movie. There's like a dude with a microphone who's singing. He's in the first movie. He's a notoriously bad singer. Pretty much everybody in that trailer was from the first film. James Earl Jones' character is the original king, Hakeem's dad. Like, Eddie Murphy is Hakeem. So it's just like, they're bringing back, like, everybody. Even the first scene when they're in the barbershop. That's the first place they go when they get to America in the first one.
That's
And-
awesome. It's 30 years after. That's a long time.
yeah, which I actually want to ask you, what do you think about sequels coming back so late? Do you think that works, or do you think it just really depends on the movie and the IP? Like, what are your thoughts on that returning so late?
Really, really depends because we've gotten, lately what we got. We have The Incredibles 2 after 15 years. You have Finding Dory after 13. and then so many. I think it really depends on the film.
Mm-hmm.
I think it helps some films, you know, because it gives you a break for a while and that you're excited to see them back. But to others, just to get a sequel right after, it may be so quick that you're like, why? Why?
Right, the very next year type shit.
Yeah. Or if they wait for 5 or something. I think it's special that you get everyone back because, you know, for them, I guess the filming experience was something way different than what we see. So for them to get back as friends and see each other after so long, I mean, that would be really special.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this movie. Like, and you bring in Wesley Snipes and Tracy Morgan. You just get all these funny people in a room together. I'm so excited for the energy. And man, it's just, Sexual Chocolate. That's the name of the band. It's so good, Steph. You gotta watch I'm gonna give you some homework. You gotta watch the original one. You gotta watch the original.
It's been a while since I've seen Eddie Murphy in something, personally. So I love him. I can't wait to see him
and what's nice is he's making like a comeback to his rated R material, which I know this isn't rated R, but the last one I saw him in was Dolomite Is My Name, which was a Netflix original that came out, was that late 2018, y'all? Dang, that was a little while ago then. But he's like returning to some of his rated R material lately, and he's fucking knocking it out. Let's just say that.
That's fun. I love him. He has this presence that as soon as you see him, you're just happy.
Have you seen him in mostly like his PG rated stuff, like Daddy Daycare or stuff like that?
Daddy Daycare, you know, Haunted Mansion. And then you have Norbit.
Yep. Oh shit, Norbit is good.
But yeah, Norbit. What else? Dr. Dolittle.
Okay, yeah. So you got Norbit in there. Steph, you gotta check out some of his rated R stand-up. Some of the stuff is a little raunchy, especially for today's time, because, you know, back then. But I will say, like, his stand-up is hilarious, and his, like, older movies are gems, like, just diamonds, man. Like, Eddie Murphy is, he's a giant. He's a giant.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a king. Perfect. All right, let's see what folks are saying. What up, Loretto? Sexual Chocolate. Yes. In reference to the band. So Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall play multiple roles in the movie. They don't just play Prince Hakeem and the assistant Simi.
He was in the barbershop as well, right?
Yeah, yep, that was him. Yep, he's one of the Yep, he's one of the barbers, and so is Arsenio Hall. So they play like multiple roles in the movie, which I'm sure helped with the budget in the first one. Oh man, what's going on? Rose Strange, welcome. Hello. Sunny, high reviews. What up, man? Welcome in. The wrestling fan in me immediately associates Sexual Chocolate with Mark Henry. Dude, I do not know wrestling at all. Last time I got into wrestling, you guys, was Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, catch your boy up. Help me out. What do I need to watch? I love his bit about whenever an ice cream truck rolls by. Ice cream! Yes, it's so good. All right, y'all, we're going to check out Justice Society of America, World War II, which, as I was saying earlier, is the second installment in this new wave of DC animated films. Hey, what's going on, Mike? Novice Cinephile. Thanks for stopping by, friend. We're going to check out Justice Society, World War II. Now, this, you got to let me know what you think about the animation, because I'm a little mixed. I don't really like it that much, but you got to let me know.
Pair of eyes, because I haven't seen it, so.
Yep, fresh pair of eyes.
Let's see.
They've taken control of most of Europe and Russia.
Merciful heaven, an invasion.
That's not all, Mr. President.
I take it that's where your big idea comes in.
Let me introduce you to the team.
I like it.
We said we would end this war. Too many people.
Ooh, Black Canary?
We can stop this. We need to utilize every metahuman.
Flash, awesome. Hell yes.
Who've you got there, Wonder Woman?
I'm from the future. It's not impossible.
Are you ready to end this war?
I thought you'd never ask.
Then, welcome to the team.
That's awesome. Both Flashes?
If this goes haywire, blame the new guy.
Barry Allen and Jay Garrick? Hell yeah!
Turns out the Nazis are launching a surprise attack.
Then we stop them.
Mother of God.
Nice.
Okay.
Kid, you ain't seen nothing yet.
So what do you think about the animation? Are you liking it?
I like it. It's different, from what I'm used to watching, but I think it works. This was a sequel, right? Or is it a sequel?
So it's not a sequel, but it's like the second film in this like new wave of DC animated. So it's not a direct
First
sequel.
one similar to it in animation style, or yeah?
Yeah, the first one is Superman: Man of Tomorrow, which follows like Superman kind of early in like Clark Kent as a journalist, but early in his Superman days. I think it actually covered him like becoming Superman, getting the suit, all that stuff. The story was great, but just that stiff animation. They talk like this. It's like so stiff.
It's different. I think, yeah, I like it.
You like how unique it is, huh?
Yeah. It's very different from what I've seen before.
That's fair, and it is, I've seen a show called Archer, which is essentially just a secret agent comedy show. And it looks almost exactly like Archer, and like, I guess I can't really take that style seriously, and to me it just feels so stiff and sharp, and I don't know, it just kind of looks cheaper than their last wave of films, in my opinion. Like the last wave of films was just so sharp, with such cool crisp edges on the animation, and the movement was so fluid and just so cool. And I want to say actually the last wave is my favorite look of it all, because then before that you kind of had like the Batman the animated series look and things like, they've gone through a couple different waves, but this one is just a little stiff compared to the last
one.
ones.
Compared to that one that you like so much, right?
Yeah, and it makes me wonder if it'll grow on me. Maybe 4. Yeah, it's like 3-4 movies down the line. You already know. Yeah, there's a Justice Society movie, JHC3, and it looked good though. Like as a movie, did you think it looked pretty good, Steph?
Yeah, interesting storyline that I'm interested in. So yeah.
Flash coming back, Flash Barry Allen coming back in time, Flash Jay Garrick working with Diana in present day, like or World War II present day. I'm down for that. Like it looks pretty tight to me. This animation looks like the YouTube series How Insert Movie Here should have ended.
It did remind me of that when it started.
Yeah, right? It had a very YouTube-like intro. Yeah, low. Stiff. Just kind of like, yeah, we're gonna run. All right, it's not that bad. Nah.
How it should have ended looks better.
Oh, okay, how it should have ended. I was like, huh? DC's animated movies keep looking cheaper and cheaper. What up, Tyler? I like the last wave, but I don't know, man. This ain't it yet. Maybe it'll grow on us.
Yes, maybe it's a diamond in the rough.
See, let's look at this positively. Maybe at some point down the line, we'll be like, all right, not so bad. Under the Red Hood was the best DCAU looked for me. Yeah, that was like top tier, which came out in 2010 now? Like 2011, 2012? Yeah. Long ass time ago.
Wow. Time flies.
I know. I'm like, dang. I want to say it was like 17 or something. Stiff like the dead body chunk was stuck in the freezer in the Goonies. Damn. Deep cut. I agree, Lo. All right. Shall we talk some WandaVision?
Yeah. I'm so excited for this week's episode.
Yeah, what did you think about episode 4?
I loved it. I've loved it ever since the first one. I know people were saying that it was slow and that it wasn't really growing on them till, later episodes. But for me, ever since it started, I was mesmerized and I was swept into the WandaVision world. It was so different and it mimics so well the sitcoms from those times. So I thought it was pretty special.
WandaVision. It's just so good. Like, I even like the casual episodes. I agree with you. To me, what I like so much about the casual episodes, it was kind of like a slow, like, move into the later stuff that we got in this episode, and we're gonna get a little bit later down the line. But something about like a casual MCU setting made me feel really good. Like, I was just like, you know what? I could just watch a show that's literally just spoofs every episode of like different sitcoms and just watch that. I wouldn't even have a problem.
Plus, we got to see, Wanda and Vision on a different setting. Like, relationship and a different side of them that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, because, I mean, in the movies, they're always fighting a battle or...
Go, let's go.
A rapid pace.
All right, let's chill. Let's take our time.
Let's be husband and wife, and let's just hang out, and it's something that we don't see in the MCU that often, like, at all. So it was, like, nice to get some kind of casual moments out of these characters. Because, again, it's like, last time we saw them, they were getting together in Infinity War, and then, boom, out of nowhere, Proxima Midnight shows up, and it's time to battle. Like, come on, now they finally get some time to relax.
Yeah.
I think the reception at the beginning, there was just this high expectation to just jump right into the MCU, right back in the ass-kicking, punching, boom, boom, pow, and it was just kind of like, all right, it's casual. It's different. It's something that most aren't used to.
Like you're saying, it's a show, so you get more time to develop those characters and to stretch the story a little to make it work for a bigger thing that we don't know yet what's going to happen.
Exactly.
We're seeing the bigger picture. We're just seeing bits and pieces until we get that finale.
Breadcrumb us. Like, just give us a little piece every episode, a taste of what's going on the outside. And then episode 4 was like the perfect opportunity to like open things up a little bit and just kind of back up and say, okay, we're still in the MCU. Here's the perspective outside of the, what are they calling it? The Westview paradox outside of that. So that was really cool to just get another perspective. And wow, aren't Jimmy Woo and Darcy like such fun characters together?
I love them. I would watch a show of them two just trying to solve things together.
Yeah, Twitter is like all over the idea of a Jimmy Woo series that's like X-Files. So every single episode is different. He's just solving different mysteries. I'm on board with that.
That would be so cool. They have this charisma. As soon as you see them, you're just like, they're my favorite.
Like, they light up a room. And you know what's so cool about WandaVision is they give a lot of light to characters that we barely got to see in other movies. Darcy and Thor, Jimmy Woo and the Ant-Man and the Wasp. These are characters that were actually pretty funny, but just didn't get enough screen time to really expose the great line delivery they have and the fun like energy that they bring to the show and to the series. So it was nice to see them. Now, when you first saw Monica returning from the blip, what did you think about that? And did you know she was coming back from the blip? Because I was like super confused, like, what is happening?
It took me a second to realize what was going on, and I was like, ooh. And then, just like you said, it was pretty interesting to see the perspective from a different side. And, you know, it was happening at the same time from the first episode. So you get to piece the puzzle together and see that where we are, who is causing it, and just keeping asking the question, why, and what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it really keeps you on your toes. And this is a good question here from JHC3. Did you see the rumors kind of confirmation for a major appearance at the finale, like how Luke Skywalker showed up in The Mandalorian? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We saw it. And who do you think it is, Steph? Because unfortunately, I've been spoiled.
So you know?
I believe I know, unless this is like somebody who edited a picture together. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. Yeah, I would never share.
No, I haven't given it a thought yet. I think it would be cool to see Quicksilver back, but I don't know if it's like a major thing that everyone's awaiting. But I think it'll be cool to see him back, just because he got so little screen time, and we keep hearing references of him. So
yeah, I would love to see Quicksilver back as well. Which Quicksilver, though? Would you like to see Aaron Taylor Johnson, who was in Age of Ultron, or would you like to see, Evan Peters, who was in the X-Men franchise?
Both.
Yeah, right? Give us both Quicksilvers. Why not?
You know, maybe giving us like a sneak peek to the multiverse of madness. You know, maybe a door opening there or something.
So my theory, Steph, is that at the end of this, so in House of M, Wanda literally says no more mutants, and that's how mutants lose their powers. What I think she's gonna do here is maybe not say no more mutants, but it'll be something along the lines of no more multiverse or no more, and then all of a sudden the multiverse of madness starts happening right then and there. That's how you start getting the other Spider-Man coming back, and also Doc Ock and Electro, and then that's how you get multiverse of madness for Doctor Strange 2. I think Wanda's gonna like snap, especially in that last episode when we saw Vision as a creepy corpse.
I know. It was scary.
Like, what was your, like, when you saw that, you know what was weird is when we saw the shot, it was the exact same shot from the last episode. But it was like, what the hell is going on with Vision? And then they give us a damn close-up.
Yeah. I was freaking out. I was like, what? I had to go back. I went back and was like, am I watching this right? It was creepy.
As hell. We got Zach saying he thinks it's Charles Xavier or Magneto. That would be tight.
To the X-Men, that could be another option.
Yeah, because I think the multiverse stuff is what's going to bring them into the MCU. Or at least I hope so. I mean, my buddy had like a weird theory 2 or 3 years ago that they had been there the whole time just under cahoots. Wouldn't mind that either. Tyler says he thinks it's Tony Stark.
Ooh.
Robert Downey Jr. coming back though? We'll see.
Well, right?
Yeah, there's been rumors about him coming back.
The character, Chris Evans,
literally.
Captain America.
Yep, Chris Evans, who later on Twitter was like, I know nothing about this. And it's like,
maybe he does and he's lying.
Right. Like, do you not know for real?
I know.
It's just hard to keep up with him nowadays. It's like, are y'all just like BSing us?
Yeah.
Yes, Jimmy Woo X-Files series-esque already exists. It's called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Come on now. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is... I'm going to say it. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not that good, man. Like, look, it's just the quality doesn't stay. Now,
I stopped watching from season 4, I believe. When was it Ghost Rider stuff?
Season 4. I want to say season 4.
That was the last thing I watched, and I stopped for some reason. Like, I want to get back to it because I really enjoyed the show, but I haven't, done it.
For some reason. Steph, you can admit it was boring. After a while, it's like the Arrowverse is kind of like, all right, let's wrap this up, y'all.
I love the Flash. I stopped watching that too since, spoilers, when their daughter arrived. That was the last thing I saw.
Thanks for the spoil, Steph. I haven't seen up to that point.
No.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'd already read up about stuff like that. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I had already read about that, so I already knew. You're fine.
I did tell you one time, I think I mentioned this before, but accidentally, we spoiled episode 7 for the people that were in line to get into the movie.
That's kind of unforgivable.
I know. We were talking about it, not so loud, but somebody heard us and they were like, hey! But it wasn't our intention.
Oh my God, Steph, what?
I know. They hate us for that, I'm sure.
Wow. Well, guys, Trailer Talk is getting a new host, just so you know. Next week, expect a new face. Oh, wow. I don't know if that's forgivable.
No spoilers.
Oh man, Lo says I love to see a little Jimmy Woo running around. Oh, Chip, sure, I'll have one. Yeah, it's the great line delivery. I mean, they just have such good scripts. The actors are funny. The MCU, man, they just got pacing that's so good. Uh-oh, I think it's Professor X if we're sticking House of M. Ooh, let's just say if it is who I saw, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not even gonna say anything. I want that to not be real. I kind of hope it's not, just because that ruins the whole like season and surprise if it's real. And I seen that scrolling through YouTube. What's going on, Amanda? Welcome.
Stop.
Magneto makes a lot of sense, though. He's Wanda's dad. So, let me tell y'all what Marvel Comics messed up and did. They retconned that story. Magneto is not actually Wanda's father. He is her adopted dad, according to the Marvel, not Marvel Now, it's like the newest one after Civil War II. They retconned that story and made him not Wanda's dad. He adopted her and has no idea where her and Quicksilver came from. Really hope they don't go that route. But I digress. I'm just talking about why I got out of Marvel Comics in the first place. Stewart or McAvoy? Ooh. I think they both, and he's talking about the different Professor X's.
Yeah.
I think they both have their strengths. I think they both embody Charles Xavier in different points of time very well. And I think they both kind of bring their own unique energy to their version of Professor X, which I love so much because it transitions well. Because James McAvoy, in his version of Professor X, you see those mistakes. You see those like youthful mistakes that he made back in his earlier days of Professor X. You see that he messed up and he had all these things happen to him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that caused and formed the regret. And then Charles Stewart plays such a great later Professor X, where it's like he's this man that's experienced and you can really rely and lean on Professor X. So it's like, it's just really nice to get a later Professor X like that is experienced from the first version of Professor X. Excuse me, I'm sorry, Patrick Stewart. That is a later, more experienced version who's experienced all the stuff that McAvoy has experienced. So I actually like both of them in tandem. And I can't answer. But Steph, what do you think?
Is it the same for you with Magneto? Do you feel the same way?
So I was on a stream with Adam from over on Always Sideways on YouTube, and I said on that stream that I liked Fassbender a little bit more. But as I have talked about this exact same thing, I feel the same way. I kind of feel like they go best in tandem because they play different versions of those characters in different points in time.
Yeah.
And they each have such unique energy that they bring to it.
Yeah, just like, regular people, we change through time. So those experiences that you get from when you're younger really shape who you are as an older person. So I think that really has to do a lot with that as well.
Right. And it's like, but if you had to choose one, who would you choose?
These questions. You didn't, did you?
You want me to go first?
I'll go. Eesh. I'm gonna go with Patrick Stewart.
Yep, me too. I mean, because it's just like coming from growing up watching the X-Men animated series. Patrick Stewart is exactly who embodied Professor X for me. Like, bald head, older, more experienced, the leader of the X-Men. Like, that to me, that was Patrick Stewart. James McAvoy still figuring it out, you know what I mean? Especially with those first 3 films, he's still getting his X-Men together. He's having issues himself. So it's kind of like he's not there yet. He's not at the Patrick Stewart level yet. But he was great. Don't get me wrong.
Speaking of, I'm rewatching that animated series on Disney Plus.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's so good. I used to watch it every time, I came from school. That was like my go-to, and the Power Rangers as well. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
See? Same wavelength. I mean, Kimberly, the Pink Power Ranger, was my first crush. So I was always watching Power Rangers.
I always wanted to be, the pink one.
I always wanted to be the Red Ranger. And sometimes the Green Ranger, but most of the time the Red.
It was so awesome. I always dreamt of having, the watches.
Yes! Oh my god. Whenever I got a watch as a kid, I would just like slam it all the time.
That was so cool.
Go Power Rangers. Oh my god, what a theme. Evan Peters, please and thank you. Yes, Amanda, that would be great to see Evan Peters. And I would love to see Aaron Taylor Johnson too. Give us both. Why not? The budget for this entire show is $225 million.
And if they're giving us 3 Spider-Mans, we could get 2 Quicksilvers.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they did if what happened with Wanda is that she opened up the multiverse at the end, and you just see like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man like looking around like, where am I?
That's like, so cool.
Like what? What?
So many possibilities. I just can't wait to see where this goes.
Oh, Tyler, no more sitcoms. Damn, don't erase all the sitcoms. If that means no more Full House, I'm totally fine with that. Same here. Full House is boring, bro. As an adult, it's kind of boring. Christian is in the house with 90 subscribers. Awesome.
Congrats.
Yo, he had the goal to make 100 by, what was it, end of summer, Christian? Like, you're gonna make it before spring even hits, bro. Right on. I'm proud of you, Christian. Keep it up, man. Shrug, I call it like I see it. Full House sucks. Agreed. It's horrible. Stark is busy being dead. Damn, man. Since when was...
Just kidding.
Right. I mean, it's like, I am Iron Man. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Steph, did I tell you what I saw right after seeing Avengers Endgame in, like, a press screening?
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you what I saw?
You saw the movie again, right?
No, I saw a spoiler right after.
Right after the movie. So you saw it and then you saw the spoiler?
Saw it, and then later that day, I was online and saw the spoiler. I was like, are you joking? So I was scrolling down my timeline, and there was a mysterious photo, and it was a GIF, and it looked kind of weird, like a little explicit. I was like, what's going on here? So I clicked the GIF. You know how it says GIF. I clicked it. Steph, it was one frame of that picture, and then I am Iron Man. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Crazy.
I was just like, oh my God. I commented underneath it. I was like, do not at any circumstance hit play here. Don't fucking do it. That it was later that day. I'm like, dude.
That is why I quit social media that week. I was like, no Facebook, no nothing. I don't want it spoiled because I knew it was going to be something special. So I was like, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to see anything until I watch the film.
With Endgame, like, you kind of had to do that. You just had to just shut it all down. It's just like the Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. You just gotta.
Yes. I'm glad I didn't got that spoiled either. I was like, phew.
If you're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, even YouTube, it's just spoiler haven for these big lead-up movies.
Twitter is the spoiler king.
I seen a clip, like one little frame of a clip of a WandaVision spoiler, and I was like, are you joking? I really hope this is an edit.
Oh, let's hope so.
Yep, I've been spoiled, Steph. Iron Man and Captain America's arcs end perfectly in-game. I don't need them to come back personally. I agree with that. I think they had a great ending to both arcs. Steve finally got to live his life. Tony gave it all up, which is something that alluded to the first Avengers movie when he was like, man, when Steve and Tony were talking to each other and he talked to Tony and he told him, he said, you wouldn't even lay your body down and get on the tripwire and let your men walk over you. And it's like, actually, he gave it all up for all y'all. So that was such a cool like shift in Iron Man's character, and then to see Steve, a shift in his character, always Captain America, always at the front lines, always first to save the day. Finally got to live life with Peggy. Amazing ending. Amazing ending. Like, why bring him back out of the, Iron Man out of the grave, Steve out of retirement? Why? Now, I will say this. If a big threat like Galactus lands, folks, and Steve picks up his old shield and his old man cap, I'm super down for that. That would be cool if it was like 10 years down the line, we get another whole slate of films. The next big bad comes, and then that shield he had on his back in the first Captain America, he like grabs that and is like, nope, I gotta go to service. That would be cool. But anything else? Or Hydra Cap. Which is essentially a mind-controlled Steve Rogers. Okay, I'm back. Welcome. Ghost Rider was season 4, and it was the best season. Steph won a minute, y'all, but it just got boring.
Right. I need to finish those, though, because, it feels like when you're coloring a picture and you don't finish coloring it, I don't like that. I like finishing it, so I must watch everything that I haven't seen.
100%. It's like when you're coloring the forest and you have that last little bit of green and it's like, damn, I got that.
You can't leave it blank.
Got that white patch just sitting there.
I color it.
Oh, no. I need Tom Hardy to appear in the MCU as Ghost Rider. Okay. We're making some progress there. I thought we were talking Venom. Which I think Steph liked Venom, so she'd probably be cool with that. No?
I like everything. I'm just kidding. Yeah, some things. Some other things I was like,
Yeah, I liked Tom Hardy. I liked him as Venom and Eddie Brock. A lot of other stuff, though. No, I think you're wrong, Geekly, about the person returning. I think it's someone even bigger. So I hope so. Like, that's all I'm saying is it's a big person I saw. So I really hope that it's wrong. Like, I want to be wrong. Like, don't get me wrong, JC3. I want that to be fake. Like, I don't want that. I don't want to be spoiled. Tom Hardy needs to be in Spider-Man movie as Venom. That would be cool, but no more Venom movies. I'm cool.
You're like Venom cameos, but not Venom movies.
See, you get me. I just finished The Flight Attendant, binged it after the Golden Globes, stream this morning. Kaylee Cuoco will win everything. Dang, nearly a 10 out of 10, huh? Still haven't checked out The Flight Attendant, have you, Steph?
Mm-mm.
So I did a Golden Globe reaction stream this morning just to kind of hang out and react to the nominations. They were pretty bad. A lot of people got snubbed. I'm done with it, y'all. Golden Globes. I think this might be my last year of watching award shows. Like, hey, Alan, welcome. I like both actors of Professor X and Magneto from the X-Men series. Yes, random reviews. Neither of them are like horrible or bad or anything. They're just both so good. And what's cool is it's like, even though I didn't really like X3, I still like Professor X. Like, I'm still like, yo, still like Patrick Stewart as Professor X. Zach Goller, 1,000% with you. Afraid for Carnage, yeah. Hey, look, a Power Rangers comment. Loved the 2017 movie. Sure hope they make another one.
I enjoyed it as well. I thought it was pretty decent. It was a fun time at the movies.
Yeah, like that 2017 Power Rangers was really fun in my opinion.
Have you seen the meme?
I haven't.
Where it says the Power Rangers introducing themselves, and then it says the villain, like just watching them, waiting for them to be done with it so they could fight. It was pretty funny.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
You know how they introduce one at a time? Mm-hmm. And then the villain is just there like chilling, like, okay.
Oh, I've seen that. Like, villain is just like, damn, bro.
Like, finish with your introduction already.
And it would just be like every ranger putting up their like little wristwatch. And it's like, how long would it take them to do that? Oh man, they had some like a cool tease in the next one in the end of that movie too, with the green jacket and the teacher that's like calling for Tommy and he's not there. Mm-hmm. Dang, what a missed opportunity.
Maybe we'll have to wait 10 years for them to be back, or 30. I'll come back in 30 years.
Right? Power Rangers 2, everybody's 50 years old. So Jason just jumps in the sky, tries to activate the T-Rex, and he just like fucks his hip up. Oh! I'm not as young as I used to be. Wait, that's not a far decision. Stewart can't play 35-year-old X, nor could McAvoy play a 60 to 80-year-old. Oh, yeah. Oh, you said that's not a fair decision. Well, for sure. And that's why they brought him in for their different, they brought him in for their different versions of Professor X and Magneto, which I respect. I mean, hey, they brought in some knockout actors instead of trying to do like some reverse aging or some weird shit.
Who was your crush from the original X-Men, the movies?
Oh, Storm. Halle Berry.
Mine was Wolverine.
You liked Logan, didn't you?
Yes.
It's nice to hear it
as well.
See, I thought Scott was like such a Boy Scout. I'll admit, I didn't like him. Like, I was like, this isn't like the Scott from the animated who was just like, I'm a leader, I'm on the scene. He was like, no, Logan. Like, what? And then, I like Jean too. Jean Grey. Wanda opens the multiverse, and then I think that's Tobey Maguire says, I'm going to put some dirt in your eyes. You're trash. Bully Maguire? That would suck. First, my goal was at the end of 2021. Then goals, dude, you're at 100, bro. Like, you're 10 away. You about to be here, man. Unpopular opinion, but I own it. Avengers lane game was lame. Yeah, that Square Enix game was pretty bad. Oh no. Iron Man Death spoiled on YouTube? Yeah, there were a ton of channels that uploaded like an audience reaction.
Ooh,
and like I seen some of them with the Iron Man. I was like, ooh, that's kind of fucked up.
Yes.
Like my thing is, at least take Gaussian blur and just blur it out. Like, just all you gotta do in Photoshop, make like a little square, blur, and then just boom, it's at least blurred out so people don't see it. Like,
I got spoiled recently without, she wasn't trying to spoil it. My sister, Wonder Woman 1984.
Ooh, have you seen that yet?
Yes. So there's a car passing by. Spoilers. Linda Carter's cameo at the end. That was spoiled. I was like, no. But
dang.
I was still amazed by it because I had no idea how it would work. But when I saw it, I was like, ooh, that was a nice cameo.
Nice little drop in. I agree.
Especially because you get to hear about the character during the film, and then you see her at the end. You're like, ooh.
I know, because and I wonder too, when she was like in that guarded position, like taking all those blows, I was like, is that somebody we know? Because like there was a close and it had her eyes open, and it was Linda Carter in that scene, but I obviously didn't recognize her by the eyes alone. I was like, who is that? Who hiding back there?
Yeah, it was a cool nod, at the original Wonder Woman.
Did you like the movie?
Yeah.
Didn't like it as much as the first?
No. No. The first one I was completely in. In this one, I think it dragged. It was way longer than it needed to be, but it was good. I still enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I like this movie. I think what kind of messed it up for me was the discourse a little. Like, I liked it when it came out, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like, nothing wrong with it or anything, but then when I just saw, like, Wonder Woman 1984 is trash, I'm just like, all right, I haven't been able to watch it again, and you're right, it's long. It's long. The cheetah CGI was pretty bad, in my opinion. Like, I keep telling people this over and over, so I know I sound like a broken record. Just keep her in the jacket. Like, the jacket and the boots look, that was cool. And she still had the super strength. She still had all the same abilities. Keep her in that.
I thought Kristen Wiig was great in it.
I agree.
Really good.
Not enough of her. I think there was too much Diana and Steve, and I was like, okay, we saw this. Like, this is a repeat of the first movie. Can we get out of the Diana Steve? And then the body thing was weird. Like, there's a couple problems.
Like, but it was a way to bring him back,
Yeah, because like when that guy was like rocked up to her and he's like, Diana, and he started talking about the watch and whatnot, and it just panned back over and it was Chris Pine. I was like, that's weird. Like, he came back in the guy's body. I don't really understand why it couldn't just be him, and then him being around, the weakness was her losing her powers. Which she kind of got the double blow, because it was like, all right, this weird dude is possessed with Steve Trevor now. Yeah, and now it's like, and she's losing her powers. Why not just bring Steve back and then have her lose her powers?
I love that scene, though, by the end. I don't want to spoil it, but when she's talking to Pedro Pascal.
Yes.
But she's not really talking to him. That was cool.
I like that a lot. Like, I like that. She's like, oh, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Like, guess what, y'all?
Yeah, it has a lot of things that I really liked. But definitely the first one, I would watch that 1,000 times without getting bored or, not being happy. So
yes, 1,000 times yes. But I did love how she used the lasso in this one. I was like, dude, she is lassoing on clouds across the mall. She's whipping down bad guys. Like, that was really cool. I like seeing the lasso of truth get like some good use in this movie. Because it did it in the last movie. She was like kind of relying on the sword and shield, which that's fine. But that lasso, that's like the Wonder Woman I'm used to. A visible jet, lasso, that kind of like old school Wonder Woman stuff. Love that. So that was cool.
Where they take her next?
I agree with Gal. Take her to the present day. Like, this past stuff, we've done it 2 movies. Let's go to after Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Please. No more meandering around in the past, and no Chris Pine. Like,
let's just get, another shot at watching her bring the character to life, because she's amazing.
Agreed. And she is the embodiment of the modern Wonder Woman, which it's hard to come along after Linda Carter, because Linda Carter had such a great run as Wonder Woman. I've been watching some of the HBO Max episodes, and I was like, shit, I'm sad I missed out on this series. It's real fun and real good. But Gal Gadot just has such a great energy to bring such a great energy to the role, and she is Wonder Woman. Like, she is the very essence of that character. And I can't wait to see 3, and hopefully it'll be as good as 1.
Yeah.
Maybe just a sophomore slump,
Let's hope.
Fingers crossed. But supposedly Morbius is the movie we all need. Are you looking forward to Morbius at all?
Yeah. I'm not very familiar with the character, but I think it looks interesting. I did see the trailer, and I was like, ooh. I'd be interested, invested in the story. Plus, I think he looks pretty awesome. Like, the way he looks.
He does look cool. Like, the Morbius look is really tight. Still upset they chose to reboot over doing a sequel. Yeah, for real, Tyler. They should have just did a sequel to 2017 Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers.
Yeah, Delroy Lindo got snubbed in the GG. Yes, Steph. Hell yes. Here we go, Mighty Morphin. Ah, so good, so good. Oh yeah, I've seen the Bully Maguire stuff. You know, I was a little mixed about it because I like him as Spider-Man. Still haven't seen Wonder Woman 84. I don't care how bad it is. Yeah, definitely still check it out. Don't let the opinions sway you away. I want Wanda to kill at least one major hero. Damn! But I don't know who. So, last question, and then we can wrap up. Do you think Wanda is going to be the villain? Do you think she's going to take like a villainous role, kind of lead her down a dark path throughout the rest of this series? Or do you think she's being possessed, it's all Mephisto, and once this series ends, she's going to go back to being the friendly Wanda we see in Endgame and an Avenger and things like that?
Oh, great question. I think, well, for me, the most interesting route would be for her to go dark by herself, you know, because of everything that she's been through. And she just doesn't want this reality to go away. She's very, very, you know, determined. And we saw that in 3, yeah, when she, you know? So I think it would be very interesting to see her go down that path, and then maybe later in the cinematic universe try to get her back.
Yeah, you know, I think that's a good route too, because especially after this last one, episode 4, yeah, like you were saying, when she threw Monica out of Westview, you could see in her face that she was like, you're intruding on my reality.
Like, you're not going to take this away from me.
Exactly, and she was not going to give that up. So she was like adamant at kicking her out of her bubble. Like, and what's so interesting about Westview is it's Wanda's ideal life. Mm-hmm. So it's like anything that comes in her way, she's going to get rid of it, just like she did Monica, who 9 times out of 10 is going to become Spectrum and get her own powers, folks. But I definitely think Wanda is going down a dark path. I think that we're going to slowly see, and whether Mephisto's behind this and Agatha Harkness, Agnes, we'll see what happens with those characters, and I think they are involved a little bit. I think they're kind of augmenting her powers and possibly pulling the strings on the outside and kind of, I think they're actually probably kind of like enabling her, and she doesn't know that. I think she knows that Westview might not be real. I think she's kind of got a little bit of a sense, because when she looked at Vision, she was like, no, we can't leave. So she has to know that Westview is her own creation at this point.
And she has changed that reality several times. When she's not happy, the way that it just goes back and it rewinds.
The beekeeper comes, no. Rewind.
And then Vision says something's wrong, and then she just, snaps back to where they were before.
Yeah, it's literally just like a jump cut. Like, he's like, something's not right here. And then it just like, quick little blip to black, and then he's just like looking around, everything's fine. Yeah. Like, she just fixes everything. And his corpse being there, that moment kind of spelled out like, okay, she knows. She looked at Vision and she wasn't quite focused on creating her reality at that point, because she had just got rid of Monica. So it was like actual real reality was like, hey, Vision's dead.
Like, you're fooling yourself.
Yeah, which, oh my God, that was just grotesque. Our guy Vision looked dead as hell.
Great.
I don't think she'll be the villain. I think there'll be a reversal, because Monica's saying it's all Wanda in episode 4. With 5 to go, I think there's more. Hey, it's possible. I think when Monica said that, she knew, like, Wanda really wants this universe to last. And if they try to take it away from her, she's not going to go willingly. Mm-hmm. And my prediction, as I said a little earlier in the stream, is they're going to try to rip her from this reality, and they probably will be successful. They'll get everything worked out by the end of the season, but she's just going to say something along the lines of like no more or no, it's no, whatever, some kind of line, and then it's going to cause the multiverse of madness. That's my assumption. Then Doctor Strange is like, what the hell? Spidey's like, hey, who are you? You got a Spider-Man suit as well.
You look like me.
Or they see, what would be cool is if Holland was like, because I know he's on the run this time, but if he like somehow had to use his Spider-Man powers and one of the other Spider-Man has like a Spidey sense and they're like, what the? That would be tight. Have them connect that way.
It's exciting to think of all the possibilities and just.
No. There's a lot. There's a lot. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hit our little hour here, but y'all come on back next week for the same time, same place. 8 o'clock p.m. MT, 10 o'clock p.m. ET, and 7 p.m. PT. Guys, come on back to the Geekly Goods YouTube channel, and make sure you subscribe to Minute Movie Pop. And go to that channel too. Watch it there. Watch it here. Come on back next week, and we'll see you next time, guys.